Hey everybody, Yankee here. As you know, Beretta is coming out with a new Model 92, the 92 GTS. Now, the big difference between this gun and most Berettas is that the safety, or in this case, the decocker, since it is a G-type, as you know it says in the GTS, is mounted on the frame instead of mounted on the slide. And a lot of people have been wanting this for a long time. People have been clamoring about this. You know, they're like, oh, the Taurus does it. Why can't the Beretta? So a lot of people are very excited. There's a lot of buzz about this gun. But I want to take a moment today to respond to an email that I got from a viewer where they said to me, why are you making such a big deal over this giant nothing burger? Beretta hasn't done anything here to make the gun better. They haven't changed the way it functions. They haven't modernized it. They haven't done really anything of any importance. So why are you pretending like they did? Well, I agree with you 100%. Well, at least on some of the things you said, Beretta didn't do anything special here. I don't think this is better. In fact, I don't think this is as good as a regular G-type Beretta. The reason I want it is because I am a Beretta collector. I'm a Beretta fanboy. I want it for my Beretta wall over here. But as far as did Beretta improve the gun, I don't think they did at all. I agree with you. One thing I will disagree with you on, though, is that I made a big deal of it. Up until now, responding to you, I haven't even made a standalone video on the Beretta 92 GTS. Pretty much ignored it. Only time I mentioned it was in a video where I was talking about what I thought the 5 most interesting guns from SHOT Show were and which ones made my to-buy list. And since I am a Beretta fanboy, this gun was on there. But I in no way said that Beretta has revolutionized the 92. I don't think it's as good a gun as the regular Beretta 92 G model. I would have been much more excited if Beretta made a 96X than the 92 GTS. You know, I'd have rather had an X model in 40 caliber than I would this gun with the safety mounted on the frame. Or in this case, like I said, decocker mounted on the frame. Now, they've done some guns up till now with the safety mounted on the frame, which acts like a normal safety. You just press it down and you're ready to go. But there's no decocker. Even if it's double action, single action, no decocker. So that didn't interest me because I prefer a Type G Beretta. I want to be able to decock. And I don't even want a manual safety. So this gun here, you know, gives me that. This is the new Beretta and it is a G-type. It's a decocker only on the frame instead of the slide. But like I said, I don't think that's better. In fact, I think it kind of looks bad. I think that looks like something they added later. It's a little bulky. I like the looks of the old style better. And the old style functioned just as well. I know a lot of people used to complain like, oh, I don't like the ones on the slide because you got to push up on them. It's a weird push up pattern instead of push down with your thumb like on most safeties, which isn't true. If you know how to actually use the safety on a Beretta, you do just push your thumb down. When you swipe your thumb along that recess on the little lever there, it forces it forward and up and removes the safety, takes the safety off so you can fire the gun. Now, I like G-types where I don't have to worry about that at all. I just decock it when I'm putting it in my holster. It's ready to go. You just draw and shoot. And same thing with the GTS. You just draw and shoot. Although the safety on the GTS, or I should say the decocker on the GTS, is exactly what a lot of people complained about on the old one. You do have to push up on it. In fact, you push up and release to decock. So it's the actual movement that they complained about the other levers being, except now it's on this gun. It's on the frame. So not really a big improvement. It works the same as the other Type G guns already do. And it's a little weirder because you push it up instead of pushing down like you do to decock. You just push down on the safety on the slide or the lever on the slide to decock it. This one, you actually do push it up. But like I said, it doesn't matter which way you have to push a decocker because you're not doing that under duress. You're not doing that when you draw your gun. The only time you're doing that is when you've just loaded your gun and you're getting ready to put it in your holster. Then you decock it. And you can do that with whatever hand you want to do because you're not under duress. So it's not a big deal. In fact, putting it on the slide has kind of messed up the way they do the decockers, in my opinion. Because the decockers before on the Beretta, if you look at them and you pay attention inside when you're using them, they actually pivot the firing pin out of the way. It's one of the best systems ever for decocking and for making a gun safe. It just moves the firing pin, one part of it anyway. So it doesn't go off. There's really no chance it can go off there because the hammer can't strike the pin and the pin can't strike the round or the part that it strikes to strike the round. So pretty safe system there. The new system requires extra pieces, which is where the TS comes in, because now they call it the twin sear. It's a Type G twin sear, or two sear. So it's a little more complicated. And I don't like the fact that they made it a little more complicated to make it do the same thing and look worse than it looked before. So I'm not thrilled about the GTS. It's not like they revolutionized the gun. They didn't. Like I said, I like the way it looks in its standard format better. These big levers on the side look kind of aftermarket-y to me. You know, like they're an afterthought. So not crazy about them. But I do still want one because, like I said, it's a different Beretta. One that hasn't been on the market up until now. So I just want to have one for my wall. Hopefully the launch edition with the nice multicolored, you know, the wood grips and the two-tone gun. I would love to have it. And I do plan on putting it on my to-purchase list if I can afford it when I see one. But I never said it was revolutionary. I never said they made any big changes to it that made it better. In fact, they made a relatively big change. But in the end, I think it made the gun worse. But that doesn't mean I don't want it, because even a Beretta 92 that's a little bit worse is still better than most guns on the market.